What is up, everybody? This is Mark, and we are on episode 42 of this gradient mesh tutorial, and I am just so hyped because we are on the last few shapes, and they're not going to really take long at all, and then we can pretty much just, close it out with the details, and then we are just smooth sailing finished with this drawing. Couldn't be happier. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to go right into the hair. We left off finishing the eyebrows, both left and right, leaving us to kind of know how to draw hair and to complete the face entirely. Now, we're going to do neck after the hair. Let's start with the hair. We're going to make a new layer for our hair, and we're going to make this under the, let's check what the layer looks like actually. Let's hide our face layer, and let's see what the image looks like. So the hair actually kind of comes over the face a little bit. So let's see, we're probably going to make the hair layer over the face, right? We're going to cover this face, and then we will then even add more strokes on top like this. But let's just start out with making the shape here. It's also going to be under the ear, over the face, under the ear. Interesting. So, all right, so the ear's under the face, right? Okay, so let's see, it needs to be under the ear though. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make one layer that goes under the face that kind of comes and kind of makes this boot shaped shape right here. Kind of like where I'm tracing out with my cursor here. And then we're going to add opacity strokes of brush of hair over her face on top on this edge. Because this face is going to have this edge, but it's really blending with the hair with kind of like see-through kind of strokes of hair similar to like over here. So then we can kind of smoothen out this edge and kind of blend from skin to hair nicely, because that's kind of what's happening here. If you look at the face layer again, it kind of just like blends in with like little strokes of hair. So that's what we're going to do over there. And right now I have my face outline set up for myself. If I hide it, you can see that I have it kind of going under the hair. So I want to make this layer over here above the face, so I could just reshape it a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with more brush strokes. But then I'm going to blend, because then I'm going to have a shape up here, right? Covering the face, and then a shape below here that's under the face with blending here. But regardless, I need to blend the top shape with the bottom shape, and probably the lines are going to line up about right here. And the way I'm going to do it is just I'm going to make a flat edge right here. So it's just going to be completely squared off, and then they're going to meet on the same exact edge, and then it'll be a very easy blend. And I'll probably just make this whole area black. So let's make our first hair layer. So let's do the layer above the face first. That's the more complicated area. It has more hair, or really it's the only area with hair that kind of falls over the face and kind of visibly can see strokes. So let's make a layer above the face here. Let's just call it hair 1. And we're going to take a rectangle or square marquee tool, and we're just going to make a square, and that's how we're going to start our mesh. Now, if you didn't watch my other episodes, please go back and watch them, because I'm going to just kind of blaze through the learning process of setting up the mesh. If you want more detail, please go back and watch like the earlier episodes where we start out and I kind of sit down with you and kind of go over it. But we've been doing this for 40 episodes now, so I'm hoping by now we can have it down. But we're going to put the point in the center, click the point in the center, and then we're going to now start shaping our mesh here. So I'm just going to go to the top left of the image, and I'm going to bring this whole edge down to about, right there is fine. But I definitely want to hit control click on the eyeball so I have it in outline, because I can't really see what's going on. And this layer is going to be above the hair, above the face. So let me hide the face, because it really doesn't matter. I'm not trying to look at the face. I'm trying to look at the line in the image for the hair. Like the face layer again was what I made. So, and this layer is going to sit right on top. So I want to follow the correct line. I don't want to follow the line I previously made on the face. So that's kind of the shape I'm seeing. Let me bring these guys down so it's a little more centered like that, just so it's a little bit more symmetrical. But that is a good looking shape right there. And then we can close it out by adding our strokes of hair over right there. Anyway, this is a pretty simple mesh, and even though this is looking centered, what I want to do with my center point is move this to the left. The hair is not flowing just straight down. The hair is kind of flowing with some direction and some curvature. So I think I'm trying to match that curve, kind of like that, right? Similar. Maybe it's got to go a little like like that. Yeah, so that's looking very good. So that's like my starting shape is what we're trying to get at here. And I'm basically just going to start shaping my color up top. By doing that, I'm going to just follow, let's see, the first line I see. So we have contrast between this dark and light. So I'm going to follow this contrast line down, and I'm just going to see where it lands, and it kind of lands right here. So that's going to be my first point. Now, because this is my edge point here of what I just established as my contrast line, I'm going to follow that line up. And because this point is kind of dictating the color, kind of the way it transfers from here to here, this one now has to move and follow that line like this, right? Because it needs to stay continuous. Now, this shape kind of closes off, but I can always just make it go to the top. I mean, we don't have to match it exactly, and it would make my mesh and my life a little easier if I did that. So I'm just gonna leave the points as they are. And what I was saying is that there's kind of like a triangle shape here, and the shadow doesn't reach to the top. I'm just gonna make my life easy. Anyway. Alright, so that's more what I was looking to do. Now that we have our base layer down, let's just go make the other layer before we start getting into the hair overlay. And this layer is going to be under, yes, it's going to be under the face layer. We're going to name this hair 2, and I'm probably going to have to make some, I'm going to probably have to cover that edge with the hair, but we'll get to that. Let's just hide the face here. So now that we have our second layer made, let's make a square like before and make it white. For our new mesh, we're going to take our mesh tool at a point in the center, and let's just start shaping the square. So I think that's looking pretty poppin', right? Let's just hide the image. So that's what we have. We don't really want to worry about this area right here. And you can see how well this is blending with the actual face here. And you can see how well this is blending with the hair. You know, it's like identical because you just select right there and then you're pretty much just good to go. And we're going to cover that a little bit up here, I'd say, with some hair strokes on this corner. But I'm actually going to cut this tutorial short because I want to just section off, I suppose, because I've been filming for a little bit now. I want to section off the actual hair mesh backdrop. So we're just doing the same technique we did with the eyebrows. We're making our base plate, you know, our background to the hair, and then we're going to add our strokes above it. But pretty much that is the hair, you know, of this drawing in a nutshell, other than the strokes. Well, you know, there wasn't much detail. It's pretty simple, and it was really just no problem, hopefully, you know, based on the other things we've been doing all tutorial. But I feel like I'm not like speaking properly because, again, I think I'm just in like some sort of mind loop with this project. But anyway, my name is Mark DiMattei. You can find me on Instagram at markdarts. That's MERKD_ARTS. Thank you for watching this. I really hope I am doing a good job, and if I'm not, please let me know, or let me know if I am doing a good job, or if you're having trouble with this project. I'm here to help. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Everything helps. I'll see you guys on the next one. We're gonna finish the hair, and then we might even do the neck on the same video because it might be so fast. And then we could just do maybe like the background, and then we'll close out that episode, and then we will do the details and touch-ups, and then we're gonna be literally done. And I'm so happy. See you guys in the next one. Episode 43 coming for you.